Really quick before this video starts, I need just 2 things from you guys. Okay, I gotta be honest, I need 3 things from you guys. First of all, comment down below a stock you think is going to triple next year in 2022. Second of all, share this video with somebody that is looking for stocks to buy potentially for 2022. And third of all, if you guys are new here or returning not yet subscribed, I'd greatly appreciate you hitting that subscribe button down below. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this video. So I think it's obvious to everybody watching this video that most retail investor favorite stocks have absolutely gotten hammered this year in 2021, and you could reasonably argue hundreds of stocks out there could very well double up in the year of 2022. So I wanted to challenge myself and you guys to find stocks that could very well triple in 2022, because going from a double up to a triple up is quite a difference, and I think there's probably only a handful of stocks under 100 that you could argue are going to triple in the year of 2022. Now, all of this being said, I am not a financial advisor. I am talking through a microphone to you guys likely watching this video on your cell phone on YouTube. Please do not take what I'm about to say as financial advice. These are just my thoughts, opinions, and ideas, and it's up to you guys to form your own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. The matter of fact is, I'm going to be wrong about one, some of, or all of these stocks tripling up next year in 2022. Anyways, the first thing I want to do in this video is actually go through why I believe 2022 is going to be a tremendous year for most of our favorite stocks here in this investment community. And then following that, I'm going to rapid fire 10 stocks that I believe are going to triple up. And then down in the comment section below, I'll be reading comments and replying to everybody that leaves their ticker symbol or stock that they believe could very well triple up next year in 2022. But first things first, let's go ahead and get into the reason why I think 2022 is going to be huge for our stocks. For starters, I know that the S&P 500 has just been on an absolute tear in 2021, up 28% over the past year, which is remarkable return for the S&P 500. But basically, outside of the top 10 stocks that make up the S&P 500, outside of big tech, most stocks have been correcting or have been flat for the past 9 to 10 months. Most corrections only last for about 5 or 6 months. But outside of this fact, what else can we look at? Well, right now, I've shown it several times on this YouTube channel, but forward PE ratios for small cap stocks in relation to large caps is a joke. Small caps are tremendously undervalued, where large caps, you have to go back to the tech bubble, basically when I was born, to find valuations as high as they are now for large cap stocks. And over time, that will correct. It always corrects. And the fact that small caps and mid caps are so undervalued right now, that also always corrects. That is something we can look to. Small caps and mid cap valuations right now are super low, whereas large cap valuations, along the lines of this S&P 500 talk that I just got done mentioning, are way overvalued. In addition to this, we can see that interest in the stock market right now is about as low as it can possibly get. We can put up on the screen right now a Google Trends search where I search for the term stocks, and you will see that it is at lows. But you don't even have to go that far. Just look at your favorite stock market YouTuber here on this platform. More than likely, their views have been cut in half at a minimum. More than likely, their views are down more than 60 or 70%, which is just remarkable. And anytime you get low interest in the stock market like we have now, it's typically a good buying signal. I'm also sure you guys are aware, a lot of this selling pressure that's taken place over the month of December has been due to tax loss harvesting, where people are selling out of their losing investments to save money on their taxes and offset some of their capital gains. But as we approach the new year, this tax loss harvesting is abating, and furthermore, people aren't going to be taking gains on their stocks because they can just wait 4 additional trading days and wait until 2022 to take their gains on their stocks and push that tax liability into 2022 rather than having to pay even more tax for the year of 2021. I know I have quite a list here of reasons I feel stocks have bottomed, but it even goes further. We have funds rebalancing going into the new year. If you guys aren't aware, most funds, they can't own more than a 5% allocation per stock in their fund. And right now, those big tech names likely are making up more than 5% allocation of their entire fund. So what's going to happen is they're going to have to rebalance all of that and sell out of some of their big tech holdings. And guess what? That money has to go somewhere. and it's to the stocks that have decreased in asset allocation in those funds. Lastly, all of this Fed talk, this inflation talk, this COVID-19 talk, these rate hike talks, all of that is in the rear view and likely priced in at this point in time. The reason I believe this is because the Fed officially declared disaster. They basically entered panic mode, upping their taper and promising multiple rate hikes throughout the year 2022 already. And guess how the markets reacted to that? The markets actually went up on that news. That's how you know that it's priced in. Furthermore, if you do just a little bit of research, you'll be able to see that institutions and big money managers have been loading the boat on these depressed stocks as retail investors have been selling out and getting out of Dodge. They've been loading the boat as the share price has been falling. Guess what? They're loading the boat so that they can send the share prices higher and make a profit on the shares they're buying currently. Eventually, more than likely in the year 2022, again, not financial advice, #don't sue me, these stocks are going to recover and bounce very, very hard. Anyways, I know you guys came from my 10 stocks that I believe are going to triple next year, so I'm going to get into that now. Just a side note, I will leave timestamps in the description down below so you can skip ahead in the video if you want to skip ahead to the future stock picks, if you're already aware of certain stocks or things like that. Feel free to skip ahead in the video. Let's go ahead and get into this. My first stock pick is actually a group of 4 stocks, and it's the Bitcoin mining companies. As inflation appears not to be as temporary or transitory as the Fed painted it out to be, Bitcoin miners appear to be a great investment to make for the year 2022. They are high profit, they are high margin, and they're growing revenues like crazy. All 3 things are what make up a great investment in high inflationary times. Furthermore, all of the Bitcoin miners are 50% or more off of their all-time highs. So easily, I see a double up in most mining stocks. But I could even argue in Riot Blockchain and CleanSpark's case, and even Hut 8 Mining's case, I believe those 3 in particular have a very solid chance of tripling next year in 2022. Because the fact of the matter is, most miners are undervalued in comparison to Marathon. Marathon is the top dog right now, and whenever you get this sort of price action, I saw it with AMD and Nvidia. Nvidia was way outperforming AMD, and I decided that AMD was going to catch up, like it always happens in the stock market. And guess what? AMD caught up to Nvidia's price action. This is no different here. I believe that Hut 8, Riot, and CleanSpark are all going to catch up to Marathon's valuation because they're in the same industry. It makes no sense that Marathon should have bigger multiples put onto its share price than Riot Blockchain, Hut 8, or CleanSpark. So those are 4 stocks right there, right off the bat, that I believe have a very solid chance of tripling next year in 2022. Again, these 4 stocks are CleanSpark, Riot, Hut 8, and Bitfarms. I believe that all 4 of these have a very high likelihood of tripling in 2022. Without further ado, we got 4 out of the way. Let's get into number 5. Number 5 is a stock that I actually just recently dedicated an entire video to. Shift Technologies, ticker symbol SFT, has a $280 million valuation currently, but next year, their revenue is going to top $1.1 billion. You heard that right. This might be my most confident stock pick in this entire video. I seriously don't see a scenario where Shift Technologies is not trading at $12 or higher at this point next year. If you want more information on Shift Technologies, click the I in the top right hand corner, and I'll also leave a link to my video down in the description below where I go through my entire bullish thesis on Shift Technologies. Number 6, unfortunately I don't have 6 fingers on one hand, but number 6 is KULR Technology. Special shout out to Dead Inside. He is a major bull on this one. To be fair, I have not yet opened a position in KULR, but this has all of the inner workings that make a stock great over time. Right now, this is a penny stock valued at only $320 million. But when you look at the different partnerships that KULR has and their customer reviews they have, for example, from NASA saying their technology is the best they have seen to date, you can see that this company has the makings of becoming a multi-billion-dollar company down the road. Another customer they have is Lockheed Martin, which is a ginormous company. They have all the partnerships, they have all the customers to make this thing work. Now, this is also highly risky. There is no telling that their technology is going to be viable 5 years down the road. There is no telling that they will continue to develop their technology. But right now, as it stands, their battery technology is the best in class. And if they can keep developing it and improving it, it's going to stay best in class. They already have the customers, they have the partnerships to become a multi-billion-dollar company. And honestly, I see a very high likelihood that KULR this time next year is trading at $9 or higher. If you guys want me to make an in-depth video on KULR, let me know down in the comment section below because I will definitely do that. My next stock pick is Skills, ticker symbol SKLZ. I know this is a pretty popular stock in retail investors' portfolios. We can see almost a year ago, they were trading at $44 a share. Now, they're trading at $8.50. The upside for this company remains very, very high, but they also have some development they need to do inside their company to keep their tremendous growth rates and ultimately become a big profit machine. As I talk about Skills, I'm actually going to put up the due diligence that was posted by one of my members in my community Discord server. Every month in the Discord server, I give away $50 to whoever posts the best due diligence. So there are prize awards that you can win by becoming a Rex Nation member, and you also get my buy and sell alerts, early access to stocks I'm looking at, my due diligence files, access to one-on-one conversations with me, and so much more. If that interests you, I'm actually running a free trial for the membership on Patreon right now. And if you sign up through Patreon and you don't enjoy the membership for some reason, you can cancel before January 1st and you won't pay a dime. It's a free trial. Come try it out. We would love to have you in the community. Come post your due diligence and earn some money. With that, back to the video. So Skills is a mobile gaming platform that allows game developers to better monetize their games. Basically, users can play the games that are listed on the platform and compete against other users for cash prizes. This company is growing revenues like crazy. They just recently reported a profitable quarter, and their insiders have been buying shares up like crazy. So, as long as the management team can continue to execute and they continue to sign new partnerships and bring new games onto the platform, I see no reason that this stock cannot get up to the $30 level by the end of 2022. Now, there are a lot of ifs with this stock, and it's definitely not my most confident pick in this video. But that being said, again, I see no reason that if the management team continues to execute and continues to show confidence in their stock and in their business, that this stock cannot trade in the $30 range by the end of 2022. Again, I'll come back and revisit this video in December of next year, and we'll see how I did with this stock pick. Stock number 8 has a very similar story to Shift Technologies. SG Blocks, ticker symbol SGBX, has just a $25 million valuation on it, yet this year in 2021, they've done well over $40 million in revenue. Better yet, this quarter, they're projecting to be the first profitable quarter for the business. I see no reason that SG Blocks should not be at least a $10 stock right now with the way they are growing. Now, I want the management team to do some exciting things, like get into Bitcoin mining. SG Blocks transforms and repurposes prefabricated container structures into homes, apartment buildings, and things like that. And just recently, we've seen a big push for mobile mining rigs made out of these prefabricated container structures. SG Blocks has a tremendous opportunity in front of it to get into Bitcoin mining and demonstrate their ability to transform a prefabricated container structure into a very energy efficient Bitcoin mining unit. Who knows if they'll actually get into it? There's also some other industries they could get into that I won't mention because YouTube might not like it too much. But SG Blocks, the bottom line is they have tremendous opportunity in front of them. They are reaching profitability. Their revenue numbers have been growing like crazy, and their market cap does not represent the company that SG Blocks is. Anytime you can identify cases like SFT and SGBX, where the market cap just does not make sense in comparison to what the company is, what they do, and what their numbers are, you've found a great investing opportunity. I've also done standalone videos on SGBX in the past on my YouTube channel, so if you're curious about this company, just go look at my past videos and find a video where I talk about this company. But I am extremely bullish on SG Blocks going into the year 2022, but we'll have to see what happens. All right, so you knew there had to be more than one battery play in this list, and well, there is. Flux Power is a battery manufacturing company that traditionally has manufactured batteries for airport ground support equipment, forklifts and lift trucks, and also warehouse robotics. They also have a partnership with Blink Charging to provide their batteries to the electric vehicle charging stations that are powered through solar energy. Basically, they take the solar energy and store it in the battery, and then they offload that power into the vehicle that is charging at the station. It's pretty simple, but it's a great opportunity for Flux Power, and as long as Flux Power continues to expand into these other business segments, I see again no reason this should not be at least a $13 or $14 stock by the end of 2022. Right now, it has about a $70 million valuation on it, but as we all know, batteries are the future. 2022 is going to be a big year for batteries, and just like all the other stocks, Flux Power's had a miserable 2021 for shareholders, and well, today is no exception, down about 5.3%, so you have a pretty good opportunity here to pick this one up for a discount if you like what they do. All right, I just got to be upfront with you. I have now lied to you twice in this video. There are actually 3 battery plays in this list. Again, I'm so confident that 2022 is going to be big for anything battery related. This company, LICY, ticker symbol LICY, is North America's largest lithium-ion battery recycling company, and they have a great opportunity to keep that head start and to continue to be the biggest player in this space. And better yet, the first generation electric vehicle batteries still have yet to be recycled. When those first generation batteries need to be recycled finally sometime over the next 5 to 10 years, LiCycle is in prime position to be able to recycle those batteries. They have tremendous partnerships across the supply chain. They have a circular economy built around their company, and I am ultimately super bullish on this company. It is definitely one of my highest conviction stocks that I have ever owned. And this one might be a little bit of a stretch. I don't know if we can reach a triple up in the share price, but I think it's possible. I think by the end of 2022, we will be nearing that $30 share price level, which is super exciting. Again, this company has so many things going for it. They have the technology is patented. Their process just makes much more sense than all of the other competitors. And again, I've actually done a standalone video on this company as well. So I don't want to bore you with the details in this video, but if you're more curious about this one, and I highly encourage you to look into this one, click the eye in the top right-hand corner right now, and there will also be a link to this video in the description below. I've also done an interview with the management team of LiCycle, and they are great guys. It just made me even more bullish on this stock, so feel free to watch that interview as well. That'll be linked in the description also. But with that, those are my stock picks that I believe are going to triple next year in 2022. Do not forget to comment down below a stock or a ticker symbol down below that you believe will triple up in 2022. I'll be reading and replying to everybody, so please do that. Also, remember the free trial going on with the Rex Nation membership. I would love to see all of you join the community. I look forward to speaking with some of you directly. With that, have a great rest of your day. Have a great Christmas. Have a blessed Christmas. I'll be back with a brand new video after the holiday next week. Peace out.